Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking you through my makeup favourites of 2017. 2017 has been the year which I've progressed most in my makeup. Like, I would happily insert photos of my makeup at the start of the year to the end of the year, but I'm not going to because I can't be bothered looking for them. Because like my eyebrows now, compared to what they used to be like I don't even know how I used to go at the house with them. Like, I've started wearing foundation shades that match me. I know like the techniques which work for me, the colours that work for me now. So I'm just going to be telling you my favourite products in each category. I've tried to keep them quite narrowed down, so I'll have like my favourite at the start of the year and then my favourite at the end of the year. And I'm just gonna tell you. So with foundation, I feel like I've had quite a few favourites throughout the year, but the one that I've always gone back to is the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 0110. I just find this is a really good shade for my skin. It's what I've gone for today. It matches my neck really well. It's pretty long wearing. The one thing I notice is if it's quite a hot day or like I'm doing something more active that day, it does start to wear off on my chin and separate around my mouth. But it like most foundation, my chin's where foundations start to wear off. My other one, which I would say is another one of my favourites, is the Revlon Colour Stay foundation in the shade Buff, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to show you this one. And then concealer, the one which is my holy grail from this year is the, let's see if I can find it. I really need to tidy my room. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so as I was saying, my concealer this year, my favourite has been the Collection Lasting Perfection in the lightest shade. It gives amazing coverage, it brightens and it stays a really long time on my skin as well, and it doesn't look cakey either, which is amazing. And for powder, I feel like I've mixed and matched through the year. In summertime, I was saying this one here was my favourite. This is the L'Oreal True Match. I don't really use this anymore because the colour is a bit pink for me and it didn't really mattify my face. Like, it would mattify it, but I wouldn't keep my makeup on because I'd find it would separate and it would rub off. And now I've changed powder, my makeup pretty much stays on all day. So this isn't really my favourite. This is in the shade Rose Ivory. That's probably why it's too pink for me then. My favourite at the end of the year has been the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 105 Natural Ivory. So how come 110 in this and 105 in this? Ugh, they're about the same shade, whatever. This mattifies my face really well. It doesn't make my skin oxidize. Like, I've been wearing this makeup since like well, I've only been wearing it since 12, so it's only been on my face for 5 hours, but there's no separation, everything's still matte, it's not like started to wear off or anything. And one thing, the reason why I was really struggling with powders is when I used to put powders on, it used to make my face look really dry and flaky, but this one doesn't do that, which is amazing. And also probably the fact that I've started using a better moisturiser might be the fact of that, but this is a really good powder and I would recommend checking it out. So let's move on to bronzer. I honestly can't remember what bronzer I used at the start of the year or if I used one at all, but my little holy grail, I've talked about this in so many videos, it's so dirty, but my holy grail has been the Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in Ultra Fair. Like, look how much I've touched pan on this. I use these every single day, so I don't know why I haven't touched pan on the blush, but I don't, like, nobody touches pan on blush. Like, who actually touches pan on blush? I use the contour every day. I've got it on today again. It warms up my face really nicely and it makes me look really bronzed, and it adds a lot of colour back into my face. Okay, so I think I was just saying how blendable it is and how much of a nice colour it is, and like it doesn't sort of like catch on dry patches or anything. It's just super like smooth. And I've smashed it. Okay, cool. Oh my god. There's... Oh, that's annoying. Right, so I've smashed it. Great. Yeah, it's a great bronzer. I really need a new one of these little trios, as you can see, and they're only £3.50, so it's really, really affordable for what products you get in it. Now moving on to blush. My favourite blushes at the start of the year were these MUA ones, but they're now quite difficult to find. These are £1 and I have them in the shades Bon Bon, which is my favourite, Candy Floss and Lolly. These are really pigmented, but almost too pigmented, because if you're not careful they can come out a bit clown-like on your face, but they are really smooth and nice, and I don't really use them as much anymore, but like if I would still use them. They're matte though, so if you don't like a matte blush. But now, again, I mainly just use this one in this palette. It's a dupe for the NARS Orgasm blush, because it is pink and it's got like gold reflex when you move your hand. Another dupe for that actually is the Sleek blush in Rose Gold. It's just slightly brighter. I thought this would be my new favourite blush, but I don't really use it that much. So yeah, favourite blush. My favourite highlight at the start of the year was these MUA ones, the Undress Your Skin ones. These ones have a... Oh, I just broke it. Cool. These ones have like a hard layer over the top of them, which you have to scrape off. This is in the shade Iridescent Gold, and this is in the shade Pink Shimmer. This one was my favourite, but I did also use this one. I don't like these anymore. I think they're quite chalky and dusty, and they leave like a cast in your skin, and they're not the greatest quality. Not a big fan of these anymore. My favourite highlighter of all time is again this one here. This is such a perfect shade for me. It's like a champagne colour, and I can't find a highlight which is like this one. And it's just, oh my god, it's such a beautiful colour. Like, it's a champagne colour. You can't see it because my light is washing my hand out, but it's such a beautiful colour, and it's my favourite highlight of all time. But seeing as this one's like touch pan and I can't get anything out of it, the one I've been using at the moment is the Sleek Solstice palette. I have touched pan on this yellow highlight here, and I do use the orange one a little bit. I don't really use the cream one that much, although it is a nice colour, and I don't use the purple one because I find it leaves a bit of a cast in your skin. So I do like this, but it's just not my favourite. So yeah. And then, as you all know, my favourite liquid highlight is the Maybelline Strobing Liquid. This is just my holy grail. I haven't been using it as much recently because I've been going for a bit more matte looks, but like, I love this stuff. It's such a beautiful colour, and it leaves a sheen to your skin even once you put your foundation on top of it, and it just makes your complexion like flawless. So on to... I swear, they're so loud. On to eyeshadow. If you have watched me since the start of the year, which I don't think you would have. All I seem to have used this year is the Revolution Flawless 3 palette. This is just so me, and I haven't used it in quite a while actually, like I haven't used it in ages, but this is just so me. I love all the warm colours down the bottom. I am wearing really cool eyeshadow today. Like, it's not even that cool, it's quite warm, it's still like warm, but I'm wearing quite cool browns, and it weirds me out a bit because I think cool eyeshadow goes with my hair, but just cool browns, I think they look so strange on me. Like, I just prefer warm colours, and this isn't even that cool, and I could not go cooler than this. Like, oh, it just creeps me out. It just doesn't look like me. No. Maybe this eye look I'd do again, but anything cooler I just couldn't do. So yeah, I just love warm colours, and these ones down the bottom are beautiful. Some browns over here. Makeup Revolution palette I really do like. I want a lot more of them. I want the Flawless 4, I want the Neutrals versus Neutrals, and I want one of their new Christmas ones, but I hope it's not going to be gone before after Christmas, because I really do want it. I've just not had the chance to buy it. And then one I've discovered more recently is one of the Makeup Obsessions eyeshadows. So this is a sister brand to Makeup Revolution. And the one I've been liking, these are like design your own palettes. So this is mine. As you can see, this brown is very cool up here. And then these three are on the more cooler side. But the one I've been loving is the one at the bottom, and it's in the shade E163 Plum. And what I'd be doing with this is, if I just wanted a really quick look, I'd put it all over my eye and then blend it out a bit with like this colour here, and it makes a really beautiful cranberry sort of eye look, because this is a really light colour, so it doesn't really show up on your eye, and it's also like crazy pigmented. The eye look I've got today is this one, blended out with this one all over my lid, blended out with this one, and then this in my outer corner, and it's so cool. The only thing I really like about it is now my hair is highlighted, the colours really complement the colours in my hair, because they sort of go like hand in hand, like they match. But I could do this eye look again, as I said, but it's just, it looks weird. Anything cooler than this I just couldn't stand. So yeah, I've been loving that little plum shade. And then you all knew it would be in here. The Naked Heat eyeshadow palette towards the end of the year has been one of my holy grails. It's got so many warm shades in it. It's like right up my street, and it's just basically everything I want in an eyeshadow palette. They're super blendable. They're really pigmented. They're not really patchy in any way. And the shimmers go on super nice with no fallout. Okay. Same with this one. It's really nice and blendable, as well as the Revolution palette. So that is eyeshadows. As you can see, I really do love my warm eyeshadows. I'm not a big fan of cool eyeshadows. As I've been ranting on about with my eyes today, I'm wearing cool eyeshadows and it looked weird. Okay, eyeliner. I don't wear eyeliner, but towards the end of the year I have been wearing it tons, because I used to struggle with it so much. But then for my birthday, my friend gave me the Maybelline Master Ink eyeliner, and this has changed my life. This is the easiest thing to do eyeliner with. Like, I love doing eyeliner because of this product. It's super black, it goes on super easy, and it stays on and it doesn't flake off, which is very good. The nib is it's not a brush, it's like a sponge nib. So yeah. The mascara. My favourite mascara of this year 100% has to be the Maybelline La Sensational. This is just a life changer. Oh, I've got low battery. This is just an absolute life changer. It's amazing. It just makes your lashes so big and so long, and like, it's one of my perfect mascaras. Great. So lips. Oh, eyebrows. I forgot about eyebrows. Elf brow pomade. Well, it's not actually a brow pomade, it's a lock-on liner and brow cream, but I use it for my brows, and it's in the shade light brown. This is my old one, it's like completely finished. And then I got a new one quite recently, but I think the lid wasn't on properly because it's cracked on the side and it's a bit more dry than that one, so I think when the lid hadn't been put on properly or something. But this is a new one, and again I have used it quite a bit, so holy grail. Lips. I didn't know what to do for lips. I mostly wear liquid lipsticks, but when I get told to choose my favourite liquid lipsticks, I just reel off all the ones that I have, basically. I have newer ones which I haven't included in this, just because I haven't really had a chance to test them out properly yet. The one I'm wearing today is the Makeup Revolution Lip Kit in the shade Noble. The only reason I'm not putting this in is I don't wear this that much, because I'm not a big fan of brownie nudes and it is quite drying on your lips. But if I do have a more cool toned eye on, like I do today, or a more brown eye, I will go for this or the Body Shop Matte Liquid in the shade Coronation. This is slightly more of a light brown. It's more of, right, so that's a brown. This is a bit more of a light brown, just verging into nude, so like just sort of a nude in general. It's more like a peachy brown, but still brown, if you know what I mean. It's a weird colour to explain, but it's, if I do have to wear a brown lip, it would probably be this one, because it's not as drying, and it's not as brown. So yeah, it's more like a peachy brown, pinky brown, you know what I mean, like mushed together. So yeah. Then mauve tones, Sleek Matte Me in the shade Shabby Chic. Worn this loads at the end there. I love the colour of this, it's gorgeous. It is drying, but if you put a lip balm on before you put it on, it is really nice. And it is a gorgeous colour, and I really do like the applicator on this as well. Oh, I really want to include one, but I've not even worn it yet. I just love the colour of it so much. Tanya Burr in Martha Moo. Everyone went crazy for this at the start of the year, and so did I. Haven't worn it as much recently, so I feel like it's more of a spring, summer sort of shade. It's just a bit of like, it's like a berry pink, so it's not a really dark pink, but it kind of reminds me of raspberries, so that's why I say it's a berry pink. And it doesn't dry your lips, it's a really comfortable liquid lipstick. And then, as you know, I've been loving these. So these are the Revolution Ultra HD Matte Lip colours. This is in the shade Embrace. This is sort of more my everyday pinky nude colour, because it dries down and it's really comfortable, it's not drying. And then it's also like, it's also a lovely, it's like the Tanya Burr one, just a little bit lighter and a bit more suitable for day because it's lighter and a bit peachier. And it's really comfortable on your lips. And then my berry of choice in liquid lipstick is this one in the shade Information. It's like a dark berry shade. Down there, it's like a really dark purple and it's gorgeous. Then for actual lipsticks, my favourite ones throughout the year have been the Makeup Revolution ones and the MUA ones. MUA in satin and Makeup Revolution in lipstick. These are the cheaper Makeup Revolution ones. The ones I really want to try are the rose gold ones that look like Charlotte Tilbury ones, and the ones in the slightly fancier packaging, but they are the same formula, so Makeup Revolution lipstick formulas are great. This is in the shade Rebel with Cause, and this is a slightly brighter purple. I wore this a lot in summer, summer transitioning into autumn and early autumn, because it's not too dark but it's also really nice colour, and I love wearing this. It makes me feel like powerful, you know. Then my favourite MUA one is, I don't know where my camera just stopped, but what I was saying is this MUA one in shade 11 is just like the Revlon liquid lipstick in lipstick form, and it's really creamy. These two don't really last that long though, but they are gorgeous colours. And one I have fell in love with really recently are the Bourjois Rouge Velvet lipsticks. These are a sort of a satin finish and they stay on for ages. I really like the shape of the bullet. This is in the shade O2 Flaming Rose. I really want them to come up with more colours because I got this in my beauty advent calendar and I searched online and there's a couple of colours I like, but there's not a wide variety of them, and I really love the formula because they're satin, they do stay for a really long time, and they're so comfortable on your lips. And this is such a gorgeous colour. It's kind of getting washed out by the lighting and it looks quite dark, but it is quite a rosy pink colour and it's so pretty, and I really like this one. So yeah, those are my 2017 favourites. This year I've improved a lot in my makeup. I've started to go like splurging more high-end things, but I feel like next year will be where I start splurging more and more on high-end things. But all the products I've mentioned in this video I really do love. One thing I wanted to point out, I haven't actually worn this yet. I haven't really got the chance because I got it in an advent calendar. This is the Stila All Day Liquid Lipstick in the shade Perla. The only reason I wanted to mention this is the shade and the applicator. I love the applicator in this. The shade of this is stunning. Like, stunning. Next level stunning. Like, when I look at all these on my hand, this is honestly, I kid you not, a new contender to being one of my new favourite lipsticks because the colour is so me. It's a slightly lighter version of the sleek Matte Me, and it's more grey toned, and this is like one of my perfect colours. This I don't wear as much every day because it's a bit darker, but this is such an everyday shade for me. It's a bit more grey pink than the Revlon one, but oh my god, this is gorgeous. Just thought I'd throw that in at the end. Okay, so yeah, that is the video. I hope you give it a thumbs up. This is one of my last videos. I think this is my last video before Christmas. Oh my god. Yeah, this is going to be my last video before Christmas, and then the day after Christmas I'll be uploading what I got for Christmas. So I really hope you guys have a great Christmas and have a fun time with all your family, share gifts, receive gifts, you know. So yeah, I also want to say a massive thank you for 50 subscribers. It might not seem like a big number, but I haven't really been doing this for very long and I really enjoy what I'm doing, and if you guys enjoy watching it, then that's all I really care about. So yeah, thank you. So give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!